going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. Today we are taking a look at the brand new Mattel Elite Series 86, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Sid Justice. These figures are now shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com, your #1 source for wrestling action figures. And when you shop there, please use code FORLIFE to save 10% off for your order at checkout. You know, I really do love these SummerSlam themed Elites that we're getting year after year. The packaging looks great. You get the Fiend, which we have seen before. We'll go, you know, kind of through and compare him with his Ultimate Edition counterpart. We also do get Sid Justice, who we haven't seen in the Elite line in quite some time. It's nice that you kind of get a 2-in-1, you know, get him in the referee outfit from SummerSlam, as well as a singlet underneath. So definitely a plus. Take a look at the figures in the packaging. You get the images of each superstar on the front. You get the smaller images on the side. And you get the close-in images of the superstars on the other side. On the back, you got the read-ups, as well as the other figures in the wave. Let's come back and get these figures out of the packaging. Alright, so here we have Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, and Sid Justice out of the packaging. And let's start off with Bray first. So he does come with 2 open interchangeable hands, which has the heel and hurt on them. He comes with the blue Universal Championship, which we have seen before with Goldberg. And, you know, this figure really is just a straight repaint of the SummerSlam figure we got last year, as well as the Top Talents figure. You can see the scan, the paint apps look the same. Here are the tat details on his arms. I'm kind of bummed they didn't give him the double jointed arms. At least it would have made him a little different. I mean, we got on the Ultimate Edition. They put it on the last Bray Wyatt figure. It would have been nice to have it on the Fiend, but nonetheless, straight release. Got the tats on the back. Got the red and black striped pants. Black boots with the red on there. Maybe it's a different color or shade of red. I don't have the last release anymore. I got rid of it and stuck with the Ultimate Edition as my Fiend of choice, so it's weird. Does he, like, not have his eyes painted? I guess he could see the eyes there. Kind of was hard to see from a distance, but, you know, we've seen this Fiend figure before, so nothing special over there. And as far as Sid Justice goes, so you do get a 2-in-1 figure. This is based on the SummerSlam 1991 match, where Sid was the referee between Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior when they took on Colonel Mustafa and General Agnon and Sergeant Slaughter. So you do get the referee gear, but before we get into that, let's look at the hands. You do get a bunch of interchangeable hands. You get 2 open hands. You get a mic holding hand and a pointing hand. I did swap out the pointing hand. This was the hand, I think, on the package, within the package when you took them out. And taking a look at Sid. So I feel like this head, I mean, they did correct the hair color from what we saw on the protos. It is a different, it's a little lighter. This is pretty much the same head we got with that basic Sid in the blue. So it just has the True Effects added to it. Taking a look at the ref shirt, you can see it's nicely fitted. He does have these cloth black pants as well. These are very similar to the Defining Moment Rock figure. If you guys have that figure in hand, just to give you an idea. Velcro in the back on both, so you can remove the shirt. If you want to pop this on someone else, maybe make a special guest referee, you can. And same with the pants. Can't remove them. I feel like in the proto, his singlet looked a little orangey, and the red is the more accurate color. So I don't know if that was adjusted. I don't know if it was just wrong in the protos, or maybe I'm just remembering differently, but this definitely looks a lot better in hand. Just let me get these pants off and we'll take a closer look at the singlet. I just don't want to tear these off. Just be a little careful. We're getting there. Okay, so we got the pants off, and here we go. Taking a look at Sid, you can see it's a nice red. It's coming up a little brighter due to the lighting, but in hand, he's a darker red for sure. Similar to, I think it's he's got a Galoob figure. It's based on his early WCW run. He's also got the white socks with the boots, the red knee pads. And I do like this. You kind of get a 2-in-1 figure. You get Sid Justice, but you also get Sid from his early WCW days if you remove the ref gear. And personally, I think I'm going to be displaying him in the singlet. Not to say the ref outfit isn't cool, but I don't know, I feel like this is more of an iconic look. So let's come back and we'll do some figure comparisons. Alright, so our favorite part of the video right now, let's get into some comparisons. Like I said before, I no longer have the last SummerSlam Elite figure. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, how many of these guys do you really need? It's the same figure. It's just repacked with different accessories. So the last one, the Top Talents, and the SummerSlam Elite came with the lantern and the interchangeable hands. This one, you don't get the lantern, you get the belt instead. I guess if you're a mock collector, it makes a difference. But as far as a loose collector, I mean, it's the same crap. So I did opt to go with the Ultimate Edition. Personally, the Ultimate Edition line is my favorite line to collect. I know this figure got a lot of flack saying the proportions are off, he's too short. I know, I like it. I mean, I feel like it's just, the character is odd and kind of weird. So, I mean, the figure looking a little odd and weird kind of just adds to the mystique if you ask me. You can see the difference in the head scans. We'll take a quick zoom in. Slightly different. The hair is definitely a different color, as well as the face itself. Probably better if we maybe bring it closer to the camera, get a better focus. You can see the difference. A little similar, but just a tad different. Take a look at the back. Which one do you guys prefer? I mean, the verdict was kind of out. A lot of people were kind of torn, Elite or Ultimate. And for fun, here's the Ultimate Bray with the entrance gear. And kind of my stock Bray Wyatt figure that I use for pictures and display. The Wyatt family Bray, Eater Worlds. So you can see how it stacks up. Let's come back and we'll look at some Sid stuff. So it's kind of nice that we get another Sid Justice figure. So I think we've only seen 2 other ones. I think it's the basic in the blue and that Elite in the black attire with that smiling Psycho Sid head. I kind of wish he had the blue attire underneath. I mean, to me, that's the iconic attire other than the black that I remember. This was kind of before my time in the singlet. So whether he was Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, or Psycho Sid, I mean, everyone's got their own iteration. Or even, you know, would be cool eventually. I would love to see an ECW Sid in the jeans. That would be badass, dude, man. I remember when he came to ECW, he was just powerbombing the shit out of everyone. That was awesome. But so I do have 2 Elite Sids. Here's the original release as is with that smiling scan. And I did go ahead and do a custom. And I swapped that basic head onto another Elite body to kind of just go with that Sid Justice look. So Psycho Sid, I guess Sid Vicious. I don't really remember what his name was in that era of WCW. And Sid Justice. So I mean, if you want to compare the heads, so you can see the smiling scan. And you know what? When this first came out, I don't know if I liked it, but you know, now I'm looking at it again. It does. He was a crazy guy, man. He just had that crazy hysterical laugh. So I mean, it kind of fits the figure. I do have a more appreciation for it. And if you want to compare with the basic head, you can see the difference is really just the hair color. I think I like this one better, if you ask me. I like the hair on this. The scan looks, I guess you could see a little bit of an improvement with the True FX. Not much, but yeah, I guess it's okay. And one last look through the figures standing side by side. Let's come back with some final thoughts. We're wrapping up this video with some final thoughts. The Fiend, if you have the prior released Elites, you really don't need this figure. I mean, unless you're after a title belt. But again, it's the same figure that we've gotten before. I personally think the Ultimate Edition is way better. You just get way more accessories for $10 more. And definitely some more articulation. Again, I wish they would have maybe at least thrown some double-jointed elbows on this just to differentiate it a little bit. Not to say it's a bad figure, because when this came out, it was sold out everywhere. It's just, we've seen it released over and over again so many times. And I get it. There's only so much they can really do to kind of, you know, change the Fiend. His look kind of has been the same until as of late. which he eventually transformed back into the same look. But again, if you missed out on the last few Elites and you don't like the Ultimate Edition, grab it. If you're a mock collector, I definitely think he looks probably best with the title belt mock out of all the other Elite releases. And as far as Sid, personally, I think his last Elite was probably the better one. Not to say, again, not that this is bad, but I don't know. I feel like there's definitely could have been other looks that I would have preferred. You know, whether it would have been his ECW return or the Sid Justice in the blue. But it's nice to see Sid back in the Elite line. The head scan definitely is a plus. I don't know, I just feel like there's more that could have been done with this figure. So if you are interested in these figures, they are now shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order at checkout. Before you go, please make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel here for more great content. And as always, follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I will be posting a ton more pictures on there. Thanks for checking out this review, and keep collecting, guys.